Hey, what's up, guys? It's Online Money 24/7, and today we're going to be talking about what I wish I knew when starting to invest in stocks. So, guys, today I'm going to be going through a few different things that I would recommend to keep in your mind when you're getting started with stocks, some beginner advice for you all. So, number one, learning to save. This is the biggest factor that is going to contribute to investing in stocks. If you don't have any money, saved up, you're not going to be able to actually invest anything in the stock market. So that is the number one thing to learn. And how do you do this? You have to live below your means, set aside extra money, and not spending your money on dumb things. So this is going to take time to learn how to do. I think I have a few other videos on this channel that go over kind of learning how to save, but it is definitely something that takes time to learn how to do. You know, it took many years of my life to actually understand how to put aside money, not to blow it on dumb things, not to be like, oh, I'm going to go on a shopping spree. Oh, I'm just going to go out to eat like all this whole week and all that. It takes a lot of mental toughness, lots of discipline to live below your means and not blow your money on dumb things. When you get that paycheck, when you get your money coming in, you have to learn how to set aside a percentage and save it. Obviously, you have your living expenses, of course, but you have to be able to save another percent of your money that's coming in, that is that extra money that a lot of people spend on dumb things or things that make you feel good. So, obviously, live life to the fullest, but you need to learn how to save a little bit so you can have more in the future. That's the whole point of investing. So, number one is to learn how to actually save money. Number two, building up a cushion. So once you've learned how to save some money, you're going to want to put some aside for about 6 months of cushion, because if you're living your life, yada yada, you want to have an emergency fund, stuff like that set up so that if anything happens, say your tire goes flat or something like that, then you have to replace your whole tire. There's a lot of things that could go wrong randomly with your life, and you need to have extra money set aside so that you don't have to pull it out of your investments. Once you start saving money and putting into your investments, you do not want to pull that money out. So you want to have other money set aside for random occurrences that could happen, because you never know what's going to happen. You want to have some little money aside as insurance for things that might go wrong. So that's definitely number two, is to build up your cushion once you've learned how to save. Obviously, once you learn how to save, you build up a little bit of an emergency fund. You can actually have that cushion and you're ready to invest. So, it's going to be a process to learn how to save money and to build up a nice little cushion for yourself for anything that goes wrong. But once you do that, those are two very important things to learn how to do when you're getting started with investing, some beginner advice. So moving into number three, mental fortitude. So this is one you probably didn't expect to see on this video, but it is something that is very, very important, and something that I really didn't understand when I was first getting into stocks a few years ago. And the whole thing, and the reason why I didn't really invest any money until I think about a year ago, but I was learning about stocks. I knew all about it. I just didn't have any mental fortitude to actually do it. I was too scared to pull the trigger. And that's something that a lot of beginners do, is they learn a lot about it and they never actually take any action. So that was me. For 3 years I knew about stocks. I knew a lot about it, knew all the ins and outs of how to trade and all the different things that go along with stocks. Didn't do anything until about a year ago. Then I actually was like, oh, let me take a look at this and actually start to invest. And that's when I really built up the mental fortitude to go through with it. Because when I was iffy, I was very indecisive, and it's important to trust in your process and be decisive. I would put $100 in, take $100 out, and you're like, oh god, I don't want to buy any stocks. It was just dumb. I just didn't have any balls. At the end of the day, it was no fortitude, no mental toughness. It's important to just throw it down and do it, because that's what's actually going to move you forward. And so, you have to understand that there will be wins and losses when it comes down to this. You put all your stuff out there, you're putting things on the line, but it's worth it, because the wins and the losses, you're making smart decisions. The wins will definitely outweigh the losses in the long run. Sure, you might have a couple of, oh man, I wish I did this, or oh man, this and that. But those losses, at the end of the day, your wins, you will get better over time, learn, and eventually be able to just conquer way better in the stock market. And so you got to take the wins with the losses, of course, will definitely come, but you have to build up your mental fortitude when it comes to stock market investing, because as a beginner, I just didn't have the cojones to do a lot of things with it. And then once I finally got the courage to do it, things started happening. So definitely what I recommend, something to really train and just understand and look at it holistically. So moving into number 4, this is some more of the practical stuff, picking a broker. So there's a lot of different brokerages out there. There's like E-Trade, Scottrade, Ameritrade. There's also Robinhood, which is an app. So there's a lot of different options out there for trading, and there's a whole bunch of others as well. These are just a few. So it's kind of confusing, like, oh, which broker should I go with? Personally, I use Robinhood because it's free. There's free stock trading. There's an app. I really like it. A lot of other people go with other types of brokerages for other reasons, but I like Robinhood. That's what I use. I'll go more in depth on Robinhood in a future slide, but there's lots of different options. Choose one that you like. Look into their benefits. Look at the pros and cons. I mean, Robinhood's great because it's free trading, so it's good for beginners. But at the same time, there are some cons. You can't do certain advanced type trading techniques that you can do on other platforms. So that's just up to you. But that's what I use. I use Robinhood because I don't really need the other advanced stuff. I, just like to do simple investing. So it's not, for me, Robinhood works well. Look into what you want to actually pick as a brokerage. It's all up to you. So just do your research on different brokerages and see which one fits what you need. So moving into number 5 is actually picking stocks. So what kind of stocks are you going to pick? While I'm not going to specific stocks today, I am going to go over kind of like general overviews on different types of stocks. So the first is penny stocks, and then there's blue chip stocks. These are kind of the two most popular things you're going to see on the internet. You're going to see a lot of videos on penny stocks. Lots of things about it. Oh, you can make $1,000 in a day. You can make all this like tons of money, but it's super risky, and I do not recommend it. Penny stocks are basically gambling. That is what scared me actually when I was first getting into stocks, because I heard a lot about penny stocks, because that's what a lot of beginners see on the internet when they're first searching into stocks, because people want to make money on suckers who are noobs, and honestly just don't know any better, and try and sell them this course on penny stock investing, how you can get mastermind penny stocks, how you can flip and make tons of money. At the end of the day, you're gambling, and you could lose all of your money if you do penny stocks. So I stay far, far away from those. I have never bought a penny stock. It is not worth it. It is complete gambling. That's like throwing all your money down the drain if things go wrong. So I definitely do not recommend doing penny stocks whatsoever. Ever. Stay far away from them. What I do recommend is blue chip stocks, or companies that you can believe in the long-term growth. Legitimate companies are the ones to invest in. Long-term growth companies. They may not specifically qualify as a blue chip stock, but anything generally around the S&P 500, big companies such as McDonald's, Johnson & Johnson, Facebook, PayPal. I mean, there's a lot of large corporations that some are more growth oriented than others. Some have been around a little longer. Some are more stable. But, look into companies that you believe in and do research on them. Figure out, do I want to invest my money into this company? Do I believe in the future of this space in the market? So that's kind of what you could do for your own research. I have a lot of other videos on this channel going more in depth on how you pick stocks, but that's just the general scope, is stay far away from penny stocks, go more long-term growth-oriented stocks. That's going to give you a way better opportunity to not get burned in the beginning when you're starting with stocks and then be like, oh, screw this, I'm never investing in stocks. This is going to be definitely the much better route to go. So number 6 is patience. At the end of the day with this, results will come with time. You got to keep saving your money, keep adding money each month. It's very important. If you want to keep this growth going with your stock investment account, you need to keep adding money every month. So, so whether it's $100, whether it's $50, whether it's $200, $1,000, however much you can put aside out of your income that you don't need, and you've already taken care of the emergency fund, like that is what you want to put into stocks, because then you will really start to grow your overall net worth and get one step closer to financial freedom. Definitely the end goal there. So, and your money will grow over time. So just be patient with it. It's going to take a while, but everything great takes time to develop. So just understand that when you're getting into this. It's not a get rich quick type of scheme. Not at all. Stock market investing is a very long-term, patient, growth-oriented thing. It's much of a long-term thing. You build up money in the long run. So Then as well, going more in depth on Robinhood. So Robinhood is a free stock trading app, because I want to explain this for you guys who are beginners and kind of understand a little bit more about Robinhood. That's the stock market app that I use personally. I like it, and there's no commissions on trades. So that's personally why I use it, just because there's no fee. There's no $10 fee when you want to buy and sell stock. It's really easy for beginners to get into. It's a nice, clean iOS app. I think they also have it on Android, definitely on Android, so you can get it on your phone, whether it's iOS or Android. They're working on a desktop version as well, but that has not been released yet. So for now, you just have to do it on your phone. But that's great anyway, because you can buy and sell on the go. It doesn't really matter. That's what I would do. That's what I would want to do anyway. So if you guys do want to get started with Robinhood, I have a link below that will get you a free stock. I think the stock's around $5. It helps out the channel as well. So, if you want to get started, click that link below. It's in the description. Guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can get notified of future uploads, whether it's stock market investing, entrepreneurship. I have a lot of different videos also on e-commerce. So guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Of course, comment down below if you have any questions. And anyway, guys, that is all for today's video. So I will see you in the next one. Peace out.